guys, welcome to my newest video for today. Today's video is going to be an end of the month everything update. So I've got a few DVDs, or one DVD and 7 Blu-rays to show, and I've got a couple of other items that I've gotten recently that are non movies, and also I have a few reviews to like few movies that I've seen and I want to talk about. The main one will be the Avengers, but I'll just briefly recap seeing Titanic 3D and Pirates Band Misfits. I will also note there will be no spoilers for the Avengers. I'll just limit it to the like the acting and like the technical aspects of the film, rather than, like, I don't want to give away the plot or anything like that. So, because I think it's only been released in Australia and UK this week, or maybe some parts of Europe. So there will be no spoilers for the Avengers, but if you still don't want to know, I'll tell you when I'll be doing the reviews, and then you can leave the video if you wish to do so. But yeah, so to begin with, I just have a couple of fandom related, like, geeky items that I love. One of them is this Mockingjay necklace. I have no idea if this is picking up on the camera. I got it from eBay because I really wanted, like, a Mockingjay. Well, I think you could get it in a pin, but I really wanted the necklace because I thought it looked cool. So I've pretty much been wearing it whenever I can because, yeah, I just love it. And I still need to go see the movie again because I want to wear this to a session. But yeah, because I actually wore this today when I went to see the Avengers. So, but that's that one. And the other one I have is this shirt that I'm wearing. It's a Doctor Who shirt. You can tell by the Dalek if he is showing up on camera. So it's that, and it says, "We obey no one. We are the superior beings." I wanted this last year because I saw it in Stacey Happy Squirrel's update sometime last year. I can't remember which one it was, but she had this shirt and I really wanted that shirt, but by the time I went to get it, I couldn't find it anywhere on eBay. So I was like, because it is a really nice shirt, because it's quite simple, but the design I actually really like. And yeah, so I don't even know how I came about finding it, but I came across it like earlier in, like, a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, mine. And then because yeah, it wasn't in my size. I think they had it like in a small, and which is no good for me because I'm a large, so I had to wait, and then I forgot about it. And then yeah, I was just randomly searching eBay because I was in an eBay buying mood, which is quite bad. But I yeah, found the shirt, and this is my first time wearing it because, yeah, I was saving it for today, if the weather held out, because the weather's been really bad here. Luckily today it was t-shirt wearing weather, because yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to wear it until like later in the year. But yeah, it's a really nice shirt and I'm happy with that. So I'll just go through the movies that I have. The first one is the only DVD I have, and that is Heidi. This is the 1993 TV movie version. It has Nolly Thornton as Heidi, and I think Jason Richards plays the grandfather. I remember at one point just being obsessed with this movie. I don't know why. I just remember really loving it, and I'd rewatch it every chance that I had, because I think I must have taped it when it was on, because I think this was spread out over 3 nights. Like, I think they had one part one week and then so on until they showed it, because it's quite long. It's 183 minutes, so that's like just a bit over 3 hours, so I don't think they would have shown this in one night. But I do know the girl who played Heidi. She was in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. I only found out about that recently, because she played the girl who had the invisible friend, that episode. Her character's name was Clara. But yeah, I just sort of thought that was interesting because I don't think she's done much. She hasn't done anything since like the 90s. So I think this was like her major work. But yeah, I remember this being a really good adaptation, like for being like the only adaptation I've seen of this. I haven't seen Shirley Temple's version, so I can't compare it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to rewatching this. So that's Heidi. And then onto the Blu-rays, I went a bit crazy with the 3 for $40 at Sanity because most of these are from Sanity. Yeah, I ordered one lot and then I bought 3 in store. So there's sort of a mishmash here, and also one other that was a recent release that came out. So, but anyway, I'll just get straight to it. And first up is Anastasia. I have not seen this movie in years, and I don't know why I never got the DVD, but because I remember quite liking it. And yeah, it's just because, and then when it came out on Blu-ray, so I just thought, well, may as well just pick up the Blu-ray. Haven't had a chance to watch it since I got it, but it's I do like some of the songs in here, because I think it's Once Upon a December. I really like that song. But yeah, I'll have to rewatch this because I mean, I know obviously the plot, it's obviously on the lines of in this one, you know, Anastasia in the Romanovs, is that the family name? The family. Yeah, but it's basically along that plot. Like obviously in this one, she's escapes. Like, but yeah, I really need to re-watch this. So it's Anastasia. Then I have Cleopatra. Again, been wanting to see this because, well, actually, I didn't realise Rex Harrison was in this, but because the only one I've seen him in is My Fair Lady, which is like my favourite movie of all time. But yeah, and also because I was curious to see Richard Burton, I think that's his name, because I've got the Camelot original Broadway cast recording, and he plays King Arthur in that recording, and I thought it would be interesting to see him actually acting like in a movie. So I don't know much about this otherwise. I mean, obviously I know the story like of Cleopatra, but I haven't seen this movie yet. So, and because yeah, I think Underworld Angel 24 had it in a recent update, and yeah, it sort of reminded me that I needed to pick it up because I've seen the DVD like before, but I didn't realise it was out on Blu-ray. So again, just thought I'd go with the Blu-ray. So that's that. And then I have Labyrinth, which I have not seen. I know it's a movie that I should have already seen, but I'm way behind in a lot of films that I've just never watched. Like, even as a child, I never saw this, so I think that says something about my childhood. But recently, it'd be a couple of years ago, one of the roleplay games that I'm in, they did one of their like BDE, which is Big Damn Events. It was based on the plot of this, so it sort of made me want to go and watch it, but I just never got around to picking it up, so I have it now. And I will watch it soon. So that's Labyrinth. Then a movie that I have actually seen, these next two sort of have a bit of a theme going on, and that is Minority Report, starring Tom Cruise. It's the only film aside from Mission Impossible that I've seen Tom Cruise in, so but I really actually enjoyed it. Like, it's a really interesting concept, I think, because I was just sort of watching it and I was like, you know, if this was applied to today's society, I think half the world's population would be in jail, like, because I think it's like also along the lines of, I think what's questioned is, like, how do you know, someone who might imagine, going out and killing someone when they don't actually go through with it, and it's like, how do you determine the difference? But, yeah, because I'm sure there's more than a few people who've fantasized about killing someone in the, like, in this world. So, yeah, it's probably, you'd want to hope that they never, like, eventually develop the technology, like, in this. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know why it took me so long to actually see this movie. But, yeah, it's Minority Report. Really good. And then I have Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, one of my favourite films from last year. Really looking forward to the 5th one. I've heard that they're doing that, so I don't know when it's going to be released, but yeah, I just thought it was just epic and easily, in my opinion, the best one out of the 4. Like, it was just great, and yeah, looking forward to giving it a rewatch. So it's Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. And then I have a rebuy, and that is South Pacific. I've got this in my Rodgers and Hammerstein music box gift set, but and I haven't had a chance to watch it on Blu-ray, but I'm sure it'll look stunning, because South Pacific is a really visual film. Like, has a lot of colour, and yeah, I think it'll be quite interesting to see how it looks on Blu-ray. This isn't my favourite of, like, musical, and it's not my favourite of the Rodgers and Hammerstein, but it's good. Like, it's got some catchy songs, like I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm in love with a wonderful guy. I think that's that one. Some Enchanted Evening. And another one I like is also You've Got to Be Carefully Taught, which I know has created a lot of stir back when it released, because of its subject, like what it was about. And yeah, it's been a few years since I've actually watched it. So yeah, I've got South Pacific. And then the last Blu-ray I have is Super. I don't know much about it, but I know it's supposed to be quite, like, I think dark and violent, and is it like a black comedy, I think it is? I am not too sure. But yeah, it looks interesting. It has Ellen Page in it, and I've liked her in pretty much the movies I've seen her in, so yeah, just thought I'd give it a go. So that is Super. Okay, this is where my movie reviews are going to begin. Just quickly, at the start of the month, I watched Titanic and 3D and Pirates, Band and Misfits. I'll recap Pirates, Band and Misfits first. I saw that in 3D, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I thought it was a lot of fun, just something not to take seriously, and, it had a few laughs in it. Main reason I went to see it, and I only found out, like, a couple of days before, was that David Tennant voiced one of the, main characters. He voiced Charles Darwin, and yeah, it's basically was just a lot of fun. That's all I could really describe it as. It's a thing, like, and you also had, like, Tom Hanks, no, not Tom Hanks, where did I get that from? Is that okay, I'm blanking on the lead's name. It's I don't know why I wanted, unless he is. Oh, I should know his name. Okay, I can't remember the guy who's. I don't know why I just wanted to say Tom Hanks. I don't think he was in it, so yeah, that's going to annoy me now. I'll leave it. I'll put it in the description below who plays the main character, because I don't think that's right, and probably all going to correct me, but hold that thought. And it also has Imelda Staunton. I'm not too sure how you say her name. She's Umbridge in the Harry Potter series. She's also going to be in Sweeney Todd, like the musical, which I'm seeing in September. I don't know if she'll be there when I'm seeing it, but there you go. And the other voice, main voice, I think is Martin Freeman. He's like the second in command, the first officer. So yeah, and as I said, just a lot of fun. And yeah. Oh, and before I forget, Brian Blessed had a cameo role. I didn't know him from Doctor Who because he was in Mind Warp. I think that was the episode. And yeah, I just thought that was hilarious, just because all I could imagine was like the episode he was in, and because he's got like this big booming voice. And but yeah, because he played the Pirate King, so I just thought that was funny, but that's might just be me. So yeah, so that's and am I thinking Pirates, Fandom, Misfits, and then I also saw Titanic in 3D. I actually saw Titanic first, and then I saw Pirates, but it was easier to see Titanic first because it's this 3-hour epic movie, and it was the only one I could fit in this showing. So but yeah, Titanic was amazing on the big screen. I wanted to see it when it first came out, but I was deemed too young to go see it, which really pissed me off. And even though I saw it like later that year on VHS, so I was like, what the so yeah, when I saw it was coming out in 3D, I was like, I'm so going to see that. And luckily my local cinema was showing it, so I didn't have to go very far to see it. And yeah, it was so much better seeing it on the big screen. So when you're watching it, like just watch the movie on like say DVD, yeah, it pales in comparison to seeing it like just played out on the big screen. And yeah, really good movie. But yeah, I think that's all I really need to say about that. So that's that one. And okay, so this is where the Avengers review comes in. So if you don't want to watch it, yeah, I'll basically say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. But I'll just continue on now. So yeah, as I said, there shouldn't be any spoilers, but yeah, I just want to put that warning out. That is my ticket to see that I saw, like the one session I saw today, and I'm seeing it again on Saturday, so that should give you an idea of how fracking amazing the Avengers was. It was everything you could have hoped for, and easily 10 out of 10, my favourite film so far. And yeah, it's basically the rest of the big blockbusters that are coming out this year, they've got to have their work cut out for them, basically, because I honestly don't think anything could top the Avengers. And I'm saying this as someone who is looking forward to seeing Les Miserables on the movie musical coming out this year. I don't think it's going to get to number 1. I mean, it was number 2 on my most anticipated, but I was kind of thinking, maybe it'll be a tie or something. But at this stage, I think the Avengers is miles ahead. well, obviously I'm seeing it twice, so, but yeah, it was just such an epic movie. The best 2.5 hours I've ever, or one of the best 2.5 hours I've ever spent. So yeah, it's just non-stop action from beginning to end. Everything was perfect. The cast, the direction, the dialogue, special effects, it's just all rolled into one, and it worked. Like, I mean, with Joss Whedon at the helm, like, you seriously couldn't doubt that it was going to, like, obviously it was going to, it couldn't go wrong, I think that's the word I'm trying to say, but, because it's just some of the dialogue, again, not going to spoil, like, I just want to mention one of my favourite lines in this movie. Basically Thor's trying to defend Loki, and he's like saying he's my brother, and then Natasha, is her name the Black Widow, I think? Yeah, correct me on that if I'm wrong. And she's like, he killed 82 people in 2 days. There's a pause. He's adopted. So, it's just that type of, like, dialogue, and, you know, they all got in a few, like, one-liners, and they just played off each other so well, the main, like, Avengers team. And also, yeah, it's just such, I mean, because obviously you had, like, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, the Hulk, who was awesome as well. I don't know much about the Hulk. I still haven't seen the 2 movies that have come out. I don't think they directly tie in with the Avengers, but yeah, I'm probably going to watch those tonight just to see what, like, things. But what's his name? Mark Ruffalo, I think. He was really good as Bruce Banner. And you had Hawkeye, who I really don't know anything about, but he was pretty interesting. And Scarlett Johansson's character, who is, I want to say the Black Widow, but I may be confusing her for someone else. But anyway, she was cool as well. And of course, like, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, I think one of the best casting decisions ever. Yeah, he was totally badass, like, which, I mean, you knew he was going to, like, be perfect in this role, but he really nails it in this movie. Other one that I was surprised to see, I mean, she didn't have, like, a massive part, like, you saw her presence, like, throughout the movie, like, but, Kobe Smulders, I think that's her name. She plays Robin on How I Met Your Mother. She was in this as well. She played Mariah Hill, I think that's how you say it. And because I was watching it, and I'm just like, okay, you look familiar, but I can't quite place where I saw you. And then it got to the credits, and it said that, like, linked the name. That's where I saw her from. But yeah, Avengers. It was just, yeah, so much epic, and especially the last hour with that battle, it was like, so yeah, as I said, 10 out of 10, and for the reasons I just mentioned, like, because you've always sort of imagined, like, because you've had, like, that big build up to this movie, but the hype, like, it definitely lived up to all the expectation. If you find something wrong with this movie, I think, yeah, if anyone finds fault with this movie, I don't even, like, there's something clearly wrong with you if you don't like this movie, or if it's, not what you expect, like, because, yeah, I just don't see how it could be any better. It's, yeah, I think it's going to be the biggest grossing film of this year, so, and that's saying something, what with The Dark Knight Rises coming out, and The Hobbit, and, what else is coming out? They're the only 2 I can think of that probably would rake in, like, the big box office. But yeah, it's, yeah, yeah, I just really liked how it all worked together. I know I'm probably repeating myself at this point, but I don't care. I need to talk about the Avengers and I don't want to spoil it, so but yeah, it's what am I saying? Oh yeah, actually I liked how I guess the continuity, I think that's probably the word I was, because it's a lot of it played around the Thor like universe, like well obviously your villain's Loki, so I don't think that's a major spoiler, so and you had references to the first film. I actually quite liked how that worked, and you know, Chris Hemsworth, yeah, I'm probably biased because he's Australian, but yeah, he's hot. There, I said it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop it right here now. So but anyway, the Avengers, go see it. It is worth every cent that you spend on it. This movie is probably going to send me broke, and that's not good because, you know, I'm going to Europe later this year, so but yeah, I'm seeing it Saturday. I'm trying to work around taking my parents to go see it because yeah, that's sort of the level of awesomeness that it is. It's like I'm paying for other people to go see it as well as, like, I mean, I'm going as well, but yeah, and maybe see it again. So I might see it twice next week. I mean, I'm going Saturday, but I've got to wait till, but for the other showings, I've got to wait till I get money. Because, yeah, I'm kind of broke because, well, not broke, but I had other things I needed to pay for, and I couldn't buy multiple tickets. But, yeah, I was lucky enough just to be able to get my second ticket, because I decided just to get it today, and because it's a Saturday, it's probably going to be massive. And I mean, there was actually quite a, I mean, not like a huge crowd, but because it's like a Thursday morning here, so you're going to be having people at school, people at work, and maybe the later sessions would be busier, which I imagine it would be, because the guy he actually sold me both tickets, so, but because he was saying, like, at our particular cinema, like, because it opened Australia Day, Anzac Day yesterday, but because it's a public holiday, there's no transport in my city, and I was like, I'm not paying $20 for a taxi, no matter how desperate I am to see the movie. So, but yeah, apparently there was like 200 in each session, so yeah, and I think there was about 26 in the one that I saw today, which was more than I was expecting, because normally the early sessions, if it's a school day, like, yeah, early morning, middle of the week, there's not going to be that many people at the session, because that's usually the type that I like to go to. So, but yeah, it was yeah, so, but anyway, I think I'm just going to stop it here. My next video should be my questions and answers video, which I will probably do next week. So if there is anyone else who wants to ask me something, feel free to either leave them in this one or in my Q&A video, which I'll probably link below. And yeah, so until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!